Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another aimless adventure coming to you from Tombstone, Arizona. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Where's little Wyatt Earp stuff? That'll be a different video. Today, we're here at the White Raven Trading Company because they've got funky roadside attraction goodness. They've got all kind of curiosities, and I think it's time we explore more. Let's do it! I think if we follow this finger, we might be able to meet the owner. What's happening?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Are you Graham?
I am.
What's happening, man? Nice to meet you. I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Well, this is our curiosity shop, the White Raven Trading Company in Tombstone, Arizona. We have a free museum of the strange inside, and we appreciate you guys being here today.
Nice. So tell me a little bit about this place. I'm amazed just walking through the door. I mean, you got stuff everywhere, but why Tombstone? Why a curiosity shop?
It was my wife and I's retirement plan. I've always collected weird stuff, and my degree is in museum collections, and I worked as a museum curator for a long time. And so it was my way to make a little roadside museum, kind of a throwback to the 50s. We like Tombstone. I've always had a lot of pet snakes. I came out for years hunting rattlesnakes and everything. It's a tourist town, and when you compare tourist towns in the U.S. and the amount of tourists do, Tombstone's just great. Let me take the front off. This is Pedro. He was our first shrunken head that we ever got. He's a good one. And you can see his little bit of mustache and stuff since Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. And on the back, the shrunken heads, you would cut a head off, and then you'd cut up the back of the head and peel off the face like a meat mask and get rid of the skull because bones don't shrink. And then they would boil it and heat it, and just like any leather, when it gets wet and then dries out with the heat, it shrinks. So over a big process, they did it.
So we've even got instructions in case we're looking to shrink heads ourselves. So there you go, y'all. You've got, you now have the knowledge you need to shrink your neighbor's head.
If you ever have an extra head laying around.
Right, and who doesn't?
So yeah, that's Pedro. He's one of our 2 shrunken heads here on display. The other guy down there, he was a big chunky guy with big cheeks, and he was a neat one.
I like that mustache.
I do too. Yeah, that instead of shaving it off, they kind of cut it to scale and left a big mustache on him. But yeah, we got a little 2-headed piglet here that came from a traveling sideshow. Believe it or not, all the kids coming in love the piglet more than anything else. I'm like, man, it's just the 2-headed pig next to real heads, but the pig freaks them out more.
Kids love them some swine.
Yeah.
What do we got in here?
We call her the red-haired mistress. Let me move the sodas out the way, sorry. She was a skull out of the catacombs. It came from a collection in the UK, and her hair's still braided.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. Hello, how are y'all doing today?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. If you have any questions, let me know. And around the corner, we have a free museum with more of our weird stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuff.
We love weird stuff.
Don't we all?
Apartment together, we had a poltergeist in there. When we moved in, he liked to open all the doors. Even after we shut them all down and locked them, he'd come back through and open them up. It was the previous, we believe it was the previous resident. He would even chase our chinchilla down into the fireplace, and we'd actually have to go outside into the ash pit and dig him out, bring him back in. We developed a love for doing things with the different spirits. Personally, before I even got married to Eric, I had a poltergeist that was in my trailer that I lived at in Cheney. I believe somebody was messing with the Ouija board. Anytime a male would come in, my kitchen light would blow out. Had one time when I turned off, the heater started going really high. I turned the thermostat down, didn't work. Turned the breaker switch for the heater off. That didn't work. I killed the power, and the heater continued to go. So I believe it was haunted. Just may or may not be. In this room, spirits come and go. There's a lot of spirit activity here, and it just kind of depends on who's with us as to the activity that we get. Of course, they're real spirits, so we can't guarantee anything. We always usually have something, but it just kind of depends on who comes through. This is an interactive experience, so we'll be doing hands-on stuff after I give you a little bit more information. If you want to talk to us through or let us know that you're here using the K2s, please come and touch the green light, light up the rest of the lights, and let us know that you're here. I will tell you that the first 2 weeks I was a ghost hostess, they did not touch the K2s until I left the room. They like to play with people's phones. They like to turn them on, turn them off, all kinds of stuff.
Mine, I already have electrical issues, so.
They don't seem to mess so much with the iPhones as they do the Androids.
Oh.
That seems to be my my findings throughout stuff here. These will also find your motor. Yeah. As soon as I said that,
when I came back here to open it up, first thing as soon as I walked in, Graham was right behind me. Walked in. As soon as I walked in, I smelled Nanette. I forgot to tell you that. And I asked Graham, I'm like, do you smell that? And he said, nope.
So they can turn it off. They can turn it on. And what you're looking for is an intelligent response with the flashlight. If it's just going ba-doop, 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 you know that it may be the flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
When you ask a question like, is that one of our children playing with the flashlight? That's you. Can you turn it on for us? Nope. Is it one? If it's one of the older people and you want to let us know that it's you, can you turn it on for us? If you just want to make me look back, can you leave it off?
That's what they used to do to Eric too.
Yeah, but when I turn around, a lot of times I'll turn it back on. How are you guys doing?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Anybody wants to come? Oh gosh. Cool. Do you feel it?
So it's like a waiting room in there.
My whole body.
You folks are welcome to come on inside. Say hello.
Okay. You can see them. I've got goosebumps.
Lighten up. Come on in. I'm gonna turn the lights on in just a minute. Whisper, ladies back.
So they have a tendency to tell us to step out there sometimes, and we think we have a residual out there. And that because a couple of times Eric's gone out there when they've said, open the door, and we're like, what? So then he stepped out there and he saw like a shape walk across the room. And we're planning on leaving this in there. So.
If you guys are ready, I'm gonna turn the lights out so we can focus on the grid. How many people are with us? 6.
Louis.
Louis! Welcome, Louis.
I heard Joseph.
There's no eye.
I have no idea what they mean.
That just went dim. Who's here? He's actually moving.
Yeah, back in the day.
I can see you. I hear your voice I've never heard before.
The deep one. Is there somebody new here with us? Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Mama.
Is Annette here? Is there anything you guys want to ask? You can feel
Oh yeah,
free.
feel free to ask questions. They're waiting for
It was just saying it got really quiet. That was interesting.
But it's purple.
So you're welcome to take it around, investigate different areas. Of course, when you use your K2s, just kind of see if they'll come to you. We get a lot of activity here,
Yeah.
and then a lot of times we'll set K2s up
I have one
either
right here.
here or there.
I've had a lot of luck when we've talked to the girls over here because I really feel like that's them playing with that. And we've had them use the flashlight before for me, but it's kind of hit or miss. When we have children in
Did
here
it
on
just
the
say
tour, they
American?
do it.
Yeah. And I keep turning my phone on too, even though it's on.
Holly, I brought you some M&Ms. No nuts. That mask is probably 4 to 5 pounds maybe. It's solid wood. As you can see, there's no damage to this mask. Well, one day I came in and it was on the floor over here by my chairs. And it was face down on the floor. And I was like, oh crap, that thing's broken, you know, and I'm like, wait a second, because it was hanging up there. So I got up, I took the mask, well, I didn't take the mask. I took the mask over here. I looked at it and it was hanging on a nail and the string was broken. But what I thought was odd is that when I've had masks fall from over there and over here, and when they fall straight down and they break into lots of pieces. None of the pieces that are attached to that mask came off. Nothing was damaged. There wasn't a scratch on it. It was literally face down on the floor over by that far chair. And my flashlight's back on now. So we had a conversation with Emily and Holly, and we discussed the mask. And they pretty much admitted that they might have been playing with it and it got a little out of hand and ended up on the floor over there. So I did let them know that they were not in trouble for that, but that I appreciate that they did not break it. There was no aggression. I was not upset. Can you turn the flashlight back on? If you're happy with the M&Ms or chocolates. I don't know if you know what M&Ms are. But they're little chocolate candies.
If you're happy with your new candy, will you turn the light on? Please? Oh, maybe they want new candy.
Oh no, I ate their
You-
candy last
You,
night.
you started.
I
You
ate
started
I ate the Skittles.
a thing.
Hey, it melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
Is there anyone else here who wants to talk to us? I know that we've gotten some messages through before. You're welcome to come on and let us know what you want us to know. I see you're standing there. Wish, raise, Sacrifice. Soup guess. Is this Patchy May? Patchy, is that you?
Table. Disturbed. Living. Eerie.
Patchy May likes me to tell her story. Month of May. Patchy May was a little Indian child that was found after a raid on a white settlement. They went to the Apaches to basically get revenge or chase the Apaches away. When they got to that settlement, what they found was just an 18-month-old child. She was wearing clothes made out of a flag that was taken from the white settlement. She was the only person found at that location. There were no grown-ups with her or anything. So John Slaughter adopted her, and she became known as the, back in that day, these are their terms, she was a savage that was civilized, because they basically felt like they, taught her how to be very...
I felt like they saved her.
Yes, they saved her.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when she was about 10 or 12 years old, she got too close to a fire and her dress caught on fire. At the same time, John was leaving his house. So she tried to chase after him and she burned. Unfortunately, it took her a day or two to die. Mm-hmm. And so she was pretty much a celebrity in this area at that time. They didn't know much about her except that she was an Apache and she was found in the month of May. A lot of times when you tour around the different museums in town, you'll see a picture of a little Indian child kind of sitting disheveled
on
with
a chair,
some loose
little
clothes
stool,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, she got adorable chubby cheeks, and they called her Patchy May.
I think there's another one where she was like in a little papoose too.
Yes.
I think that's in the birdcage, right? That picture, or it's at the OK Corral.
I think so. OK Corral with her in the papoose.
Yeah.
There's a whole section of Fly's photography, and he was the one that went around here. And I just ignored most of what you said. It's not a joke.
Tell a joke.
Tell a joke? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't know.
She's like, I don't know how I was going to go with that.
See, it was a great joke. We all
know,
laughed. How was that? Material. Said Jack. Jack Material.
Oh, Jack and Sally. I just got new Jack and Sally's. And they have different material than they used to. They made different clothes for Sally.
Power.
Truth.
It's
Power.
true. Yeah, it's true.
Those are the Zudu dolls, right?
Yeah, I'm sure the girls like those. They're a mess every time I come in. I just can never figure out if it's me that forgets to put them together. I need to start paying attention to that.
All you need to do to communicate is just come up, touch the box, and find the words that you want to say. There you go.
You're getting more dots on it.
Somebody's like right up on me. Can you let me know who's here with me?
It smells good in here.
I smell like raisin cake.
Oh. I was just going to say, I smell the wood. But it's not this wood. It smells like a cedar chest. I can't believe it's not talking at all now. It's kind of funny.
There's somebody around it. You can see that the little lights are lighting up.
Mm-hmm. They were going up to 4 before.
And I keep getting cold and I keep getting somebody up on me. It may just take them a couple minutes to learn it. We haven't done this much with this box in here. So like we were talking earlier, sometimes it takes them a little while to learn how to use the equipment.
I think it's going up to 4 every now and then. I got you guys some new roses I'm going to put out tomorrow.
Is that a better location? Can you let me know?
What if we put it in between you guys here?
I could put it there. I hit somebody right here. Whoa. Just reach up. You can pick the words that you want to say and it'll talk for you. You don't have to be afraid of being in here with us. We're always happy to hear what you have to say.
And we appreciate it. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us right now?
It's back over there now.
It's funny because when I come in here at night to turn all the lights out, I always get the feeling that somebody is back here.
Yeah, there's somebody back there.
So one day we were having a conversation talking about Manson. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, maybe Manson's here. Because we got his remains back there. And like all the K2s lit up. And I was like, there's no way Manson's in my
You're like, nope,
museum. Like, I don't
nope.
believe that for a minute.
You're like, stop it now.
Yeah. I just don't believe it. I think he's got better things to haunt than like my place, you know? I guess anything's possible.
Maybe he's just bored that day.
Yeah.
Visited pieces to pieces.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. Going around to all the different portraits. There's 6 others. So it probably goes from one place to another. Holly, do you like your chocolate?